Dear students, in today's session we are going to discuss about chemical properties of chloroform. So there are a variety of the chemical properties shown by chemical reactions shown by chloroform. So let us discuss about them one by one. The first one is oxidation. So as you can see here, chloroform slowly gets oxidized in the air in the presence of sunlight. Means if chloroform comes in contact of air in the presence of sunlight, it slowly gets oxidized into a highly poisonous gas, phosgene. This gas is called as phosgene and it is highly poisonous. Okay, so that's the reason to avoid its oxidation, chloroform is always stored in a dark colored bottles to prevent the entry of the sunlight and properly stoppered. So properly stoppered dark colored bottle, if chloroform will be kept in, then it won't be able to come in contact of sunlight and air very frequently, which prevents its oxidation into phosgene. And on the top of that, to prevent this particular oxidation reaction, little amount of a negative catalyst is added. Negative catalyst is added for this reaction. So the negative catalyst for this reaction is the small amount of ethanol, that is C2H5OH, small amount, like 0.6 to 1% only. Alright, it is added in the chloroform and then kept in the dark colored bottle which is properly stoppered. Now what this ethyl alcohol does, what this ethanol does, it reacts with the phosgene so formed and converts it into diethyl carbonate with the formula C2H5 whole twice CO3 along with the formation of HCl. So if I balance the equation, it comes like that. Okay. So this way ethanol converts phosgene into non-poisonous product ethyl formate and prevents the formation of phosgene that way. Now the second chemical property is the reduction. In two ways chloroform can get reduced. First of all, when chloroform is in contact of zinc in hydrochloric acid, the nascent hydrogen produced by this combination reduces chloroform into dichloromethane. This is dichloromethane. Okay, and if the same chloroform is in contact with zinc dust and water, then the nascent hydrogen produced by this reducing agent reduces chloroform into methane directly. Alright, so these are the two ways and reducing agents are highly specific. Remember, zinc in HCl reduces chloroform into dichloromethane and zinc dust and water reduces chloroform into methane directly. Now we have the next reaction, that is hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of chloroform is carried out by boiling with aqueous or alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Aqueous or alcoholic. It can be aqueous or it can be alcoholic. Okay. Now, as you can see the reaction, I'll tell you the pattern of the reaction. See, removal of 3 KCl. 3 molecules of KOH are written here. So, which results in the formation of an unstable product with the 3 OH attached with the same carbon. Okay. Now this unstable product so formed soon decomposes in a way to lose water, H2O. As it loses water, it changes into, you can see here, it changes into HCOOH. HCOOH. Alright, with the removal of water. This is none other than formic acid. Now since the reaction is being carried out with potassium hydroxide, so definitely the formic acid so formed will get neutralized with potassium hydroxide in the reaction mixture and results in the formation of HCOOK, that is potassium formate, with the removal of water, neutralization reaction. So we can say the product of the hydrolysis of chloroform is actually formic acid, since due to the presence of KOH in the reaction mixture, the final product is potassium formate. I hope this hydrolysis reaction is clear to all of you. Now we have the next reaction, that is nitration of chloroform. In the nitration reaction, chloroform is made to react with nitric acid. But to make you clear this reaction, what I'll do, I will write nitric acid in the way HONO2. Okay, and just see how the reaction proceeds. Only you have to remember removal of H2O that way. H comes from chloroform and OH comes from nitric acid. With the removal of water, we have the final product that will be CCl3NO2. Okay, CCl3NO2, it can be written as C, you can write here Cl3 and then NO2. Okay, that way. Alright, the name of this compound is chloropicrin. Chloropicrin. About chloropicrin, I want to tell you that it is an insecticide and it is used as war gas. Okay. Now next is dehalogenation. In the dehalogenation reaction, chloroform is treated with 2 molecules of chloroform. I'll take and I'll write the expanded form so that you can understand the reaction. 2 molecules of chloroform. Okay. So I'll write this way. Now this is the way we write 2 molecules of chloroform. When it is heated with silver powder. Alright. So this silver powder, silver causes a dehalogenation of chloroform in the way that there are 6 chlorine. So 6 silver dehalogenates 6 chlorine from 2 molecules of chloroform. Now removal of 6 AgCl takes place. Now see here, each chloroform unit, what is left? CH. And each carbon is left with 3,3 valency. So 2 units of this type, alright, they develop triple bond between each other and we get the final product as acetylene. C2H2 acetylene. Remember this reaction, or the IUPAC name is ethyne. Now next is its condensation with acetone. In the condensation with acetone, what I'll do, I'll write acetone first so that you understand the reaction. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. And then I will write chloroform in the way CHCl3. Okay, now it is a condensation reaction. Condensation means there is no removal of any element or atom or molecule or alright. So now here in this condensation, just see, it's very easy to understand. This is a pi bond, it gets delocalized here. So O has partial negative, C has partial positive. Now here this H gets condensed over O and the unit which is left here, it gets condensed over carbon. Alright, probably it acts as a positive center and it acts as a negative center. So as a result of condensation, see how the product will be. That is acetone unit CH3 bonded with C. Now with this OH will be condensed and the second valency of carbon, the fourth valency of carbon will be bonded with CCl3. Now this is the condensed product. The name of this condensed product is chloritone. Remember, okay. It is a hypnotic drug. Hypnotic drug means sleep inducing drug. I hope this reaction is also clear. Now we have the next reaction, that is carbylamine reaction. That is a very important name reaction, and about this reaction I will teach you in the next video.